Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the G&G Cast, episode 25. Never thought I'd see the day we made it here. I'm your host, it's Bread Time. As always, joined by Subliminal Cheese,
Kraken,
Crouton John,
Asada,
and KW Frags.
Howdy.
How you guys doing today?
Was that a proper response?
yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I figured you guys had your thing.
That was wholesome.
Yeah, I'm a fan. It's been a while since we podcast, so I guess I'll just start off by saying I've started streaming back on my own channel again. I know Cheese has been wanting to get back into some stuff, but he's been doing some stuff on his channel. Not as often. We've both been busy. Everyone's been busy, really.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say G&G is dead. It's just more we're like kind of changing a little bit. At least the way I haven't really talked to anyone about this, but the way I kind of see it going from here is we'll use his YouTube channel and like if we want to do stuff on there, but for the most part we'll just podcast and have a good time because time constraints. We're all very busy, and I get that, you know.
Yeah.
And if anyone ever wants to stream in here, that's fine, and I probably will every once in a while as well. But in the meantime, you can follow me on It's Bread Time, Subliminal Cheese on Subliminal Cheese. Buck, I know you were doing some stuff on Crouton John. I've seen you playing some PUBG every now and again.
everyone. It's probably been like a month now.
And then you can find Frags on his channel, and also you'll see him on Unmade Gaming from time to time doing the D&D grind. But yeah, it's a little bit of a transformation of the brand, at least the way I see it. I was just really missing doing stuff on It's Bread Time, and it was weird having to log in and out of accounts and having to explain who I am and yada yada yada. So I was like, all right, well we'll just move forward with how it seems. See, it seemed to be the trajectory we were on anyway. So
things kind of hit the fan for everybody right at the same time. Life changes.
It was like the perfect storm.
Top to bottom. Yeah.
It was literally the perfect storm.
Yeah, I got a new job. Cheese got a new job. We don't work together anymore. I mean, he burned the place down, but that's another story.
It's allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I'm sorry.
Pleading insanity.
Frags moved. I don't actually even know where the hell you are. I've got to be honest. I have no idea where you are right now.
Our resident vagrant.
Yeah.
I'm in an undisclosed location.
Tax purposes.
In a mountain fortress. No, I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh, you're in Rhode Island? Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I'm like right on the border of Rhode Island and Mass.
But yeah, so things changed. I have a budding career. Which is awesome. Buck's been busy doing Buck things, whatever the hell that is. He's got a metal blog, bare metal blog, which is kind of sweet. You guys should check that out. What is it? What is it? Bare metal blog.
It's just .com.
Yeah, so check that out.
He's really into Buck stuff.
Yeah,
no,
that's
cool.
That's where all my stuff lives.
I didn't take you for much of a writer, but you can write, man.
Nah, I enjoy it. It's cathartic for me.
Yeah, it's very, very good. So check that out if you're into. Are you just going to be doing metal there? Or are you going to be reviewing other?
No, I do. So it's basically just fusing. I have like a whole about page. Essentially, what it boils down to is just fusing like technology and music, the two things that I'm most passionate about, outside of video games, obviously, and just kind of like putting all of the stuff that I like in like that one spot, and it will just live there. It's kind of like a resume building tool /
it's a project
to focus on my writing and whatever.
Yeah, man.
Put something out there.
That's very cool. All right, well, I have a band you need to check out. It is
Big Huge Nuts. I've heard of them, dude.
No. It's fuck. What is it? I was just listening to it today. I think you might actually get a kick out of them. Oh yeah, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah. They're awesome. I'm serious. You guys gotta check them out.
Yeah, they're good.
They have some
plug that site again one more time for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just baremetalblog.com.
/Pornhub.
BARE.
BARE.
Not like the animal bear.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Because it's like bare metal. Kind of sounds dope.
It's like a double entendre because bare metal, like whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah. All right.
When is your Taylor Swift editorial coming out?
That's working on that one. I'm gonna get Will to write that one for me. Can I tell you guys a story really quick?
Of course, I'd love to hear it.
Do go on.
This is an infamous Will story. My roommate.
I think I know this.
So this girl I'm dating, she works at Target.
Whoa, wait,
And
what? You're
well,
burying the lead here.
sorry. So yeah, I'm dating this girl. She works at Target, whatever. But she works at Target, and so Taylor Swift
Bullseye.
like releases her albums like at Target. Like it's one of like the big places or whatever. I remember like when she released her Red album, it was like a Target thing or whatever. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, Will stops by Target and she sees Will there. And they were chatting for a little bit. She's like, "What are you like? Like what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just coming to buy wine and the new Taylor Swift album."
It's so crazy because no one
That's all he bought.
exactly why he was there.
That's all he bought.
I totally believe that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hey man, he's unapologetically himself. That's all you can ask for.
A white woman. Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Oh, great though.
Well,
I love him.
So all right, so I titled this "The State of G&G." We kind of addressed that a little bit. It's good to see everyone here in the live chat. This will go up on the YouTube channel also, where all our podcasting stuff will be. And now that I actually have some money, I might buy some podcast hosting just to put it online, just to have, because why not? So how we'll format this, we'll go around a little bit, check in with everyone, see how they're doing, what they've been up to, and then we'll talk about some video games for a bit. How's that sound to everyone?
It's perfect.
All right.
Sounds fine to me.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
this is good for me too, because I literally have no idea what everyone has been up to except through like some Snapchats here and there. So Cheese, tell us what you've been up to, man. How's life?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, everything's great.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that at this point that we changed jobs, and what we came from was that like long, hot kitchen shifts, and we were fucking miserable. We hated it, and I got out of that and washed my hands of it. I'm still in the kitchen, to be fair, but it's a 9 to 5. The hours are great. The people I work for are awesome.
You're not working a rush, really.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They're in there. If we have maybe a busy catering and the pressure's on, like it's still like a fraction of what it's like where I just was. So like it's fucking great, dude. And I'm making decent enough money. I'm gonna get out of the apartment I'm in into a bigger place. So things are cool.
Congrats, dude. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, just have it like I've fallen off the wagon, so to speak, with both videos and streams, and been enjoying my time. Like Sundays, I've been just watching football all day. I haven't been able to do that for like, I don't know, 10 years probably, and it's great. So I've been taking advantage of that, and the streaming video content is taking a bit of a back seat for now. But I really want to change that, and I think this is step numero uno.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cheese is the one
good.
who approached me about doing the podcast today. So everyone say big thanks to Cheese. He's the one that made this happen today.
Yeah, let's band back together,
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cheese.
Yes, sir.
Also that. Frags, tell us a little about what you've been up to, man.
Well, doing a lot of sitting around.
Okay.
And applying for jobs and stuff. I kind of got something coming down the pipe.
There you
go. It's in sales and stuff. I've never really been a salesperson, but it's going to be a new foray, a new venture into something I've never done before, because most of my jobs have usually been more manual labor type stuff, and this is going to be more finesse.
You're going a little bit blue collar to white collar.
Yeah, exactly. Like I actually have to be a decent human being for once.
Oh,
and
man,
good luck.
Good
luck,
yeah.
right? Good fucking luck.
Yeah, because that's not
the greatest challenge yet.
Right.
I'm used to talking to coworkers, saying Phil Farm Phils, and you can't be saying Phil Farm Phils in in a public setting like that. So it's gonna be different. And then, but yeah, most of it is just been sitting here in the house in Rhode Island, getting my video game cred up. Then I think this weekend I'll be in Philly for PAX Unplugged. This is the PAX for like tabletop gaming and board games and stuff like that. And it's the first year they're doing it, and so I'm pretty excited for that.
Hey,
that sounds like fun.
I want to try honestly, and I talked to Brett, and I think he's in. Yep. As long as the stars align, we're gonna come up maybe Saturday.
Yeah, you want to go out
and
Saturday?
hang out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually, I do know I won't be able to attend PAX, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want?
So,
Do you
like
want
I
to? We
said,
can go out.
it's all tabletop stuff
we can
anyway.
hop
So
a
it's going
train.
to be a lot of like, like if you're not into that stuff or it's not like really your element. I think there's going to be board game stuff there too, but a lot of it's going to be like different systems, Pathfinder, D&D, Symbaroum, just different, tabletop stuff.
Well,
they actually had a big. I'm sure everybody remembers. They had a big section of PAX East that was dedicated to that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it was table after table after
Yeah.
table after table, dude. It was crazy.
Pretty cool.
It was cool.
But that's what all the panels are going to be geared towards that topic. All the a lot of the vendors are probably going to be there. There's going to be less like, hey, check out my video game. It's going to be a lot more, check out my board game that I made kind of stuff.
That's cool.
There was stuff like that at PAX East. There was I actually bought a board game there. I can't even remember the name of it anymore, but they even had like an Alien Defender board game, like one of those tower defense games that you can buy on Steam. Like a board game version of it, so I just assume it's going to be a lot of that. And I've never been to Philly before, except for driving through it one time. I got lost.
Philly's a cool city, man. If you know where to
Oh
go.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh yeah.
yeah. I got real scared.
So you have to.
No, that's cool. Yeah, like you've so you've had a long hard road the last few months.
Yeah,
Things haven't come easy for you, so I'm glad things.
My thumbs are getting raw from twiddling them so much, just kind of
Right.
waiting for shit to happen. But,
Right.
I'm hoping in the long run it's gonna all work out. I don't see why it
It
shouldn't.
will.
But
It definitely will.
Yeah, man, go get it.
Cheers. I'll drink to that.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Saturday night. I don't know. I guess just let us know what you're thinking of doing, because I
that's
think
me. That's kind of what I've been.
I think we're gonna come
too.
out Saturday.
Who's next?
I think
Brad,
Brad's
what are you doing? What have you been up to, man?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I've been muted.
Oh shit! I thought you were being like stoic. Like, okay, he's gonna answer.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
he's
I
like-
muted myself. You guys could hear me earlier, right?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
I mean,
thought
yeah,
you guys
before
were
you
just.
muted
I thought you
yourself.
guys were just interrupting the fuck out of me. I was like, what the hell?
Oh shit!
Just steamrolling the conversation.
Yeah.
I just
I
kept
must have
on
accidentally
going.
hit control. But yeah, so Saturday Night Frags, like, I don't know. I know everyone there at PAX likes to stay late, at least, especially the board gamers, because, like, I remember at PAX East, I remember you, me, and Denki Buck, we watched a panel, like, it was the last one of the night, and then we were walking out, like, there were still people down there in the board game section. It was the
Yeah.
only section where people still were. But anyway, like, I have some friends out in Philly we could stay with, and I was gonna suggest to Cheese, if he drives to me, I'll drive us to Lancaster, and we can hop a train. It's $17 to Philly.
That would be cool.
So we were thinking about coming out to see you. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I know a place that has good dumplings. It might not be Dumpling Palace, but in Chinatown,
man.
there's some really good dumplings.
If they're not crab rangoons, I don't want to talk.
There we go. That's
Dude,
what I'm
maybe,
talking about.
you know, Cheese, maybe you and I'll go if we can go early in the morning. If we can get our shit together, we can go explore like Chinatown, some stuff. Like I have a friend that wants to go again.
My only, it's not really a hang up, but I actually will probably have to be at work for 2 or 3 hours, but that still means I get off by, 10 or 11, 12 worst case.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to discuss it then.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Mortal Crash and Burn.
Yeah, I already told him I'm gonna
I'm
go on
kidding.
Saturday, so we'll figure.
I'm not. Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding.
I have to bring everybody back down to like ground level.
Right.
I gotta keep you humble.
This is dysfunctional, lest we forget. But really, Brad, what have you been doing now that you can answer us?
Oh, well, I started a new job as well. It started originally as a bookkeeping position for this logistics company. I went in and nailed my interview. The guy before me walked into the door, so that kind of like set me up. They gave him the job, and then I interviewed, and they were like, "All right, you're hired," and then called him and told him to do the job. But I've been working there. I just passed 3 months at this job. I just got my own office, so that's awesome. I've been putting up.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've been putting, all my awesome tour posters, and I've got my Firewatch poster I was telling you guys that I got at PAX East up there. But now I'm doing bookkeeping. I'm doing the accounting and invoicing. I've created a presentation for onboarding. I made a whole tracking, like live tracking Excel sheet for our produce side of our business. So I'm getting really involved with the CEO, like I'm his first contact for all the numbers. I'm just the numbers guy at work. I'm the only person. I am the accounting division now, which is
So you're like
crazy.
Rain Man, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, I guess. I'm doing a lot of shit, and it's awesome. It's fun. I'm just really glad it's not in the kitchen. Like, I can't stress that enough.
I just picture you in line at McDonald's, and it's just like lines of code, like the Matrix.
It's just like numbers are flying by.
Dude, but
number one.
But
calculating the best like deal,
Right.
like the best bang for your buck.
the thing is, that's awesome. It's awesome because, like, if I do start getting burned out on numbers, like, we go sing karaoke in the other room and stuff. Like, he just got
Yeah, I've
speakers
seen
set
it.
up.
It's
funny,
that's
isn't
pretty,
it?
I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
Can't wrap my head around that.
Did you guys get that Snapchat of my boss listening to Avril Lavigne the one day?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a really funny dude. And everyone I work with is really cool. You know, there's like a dog in the office, and I don't know. It feels like I'm definitely like when I started, there were 6 others and me, and then we just doubled our staff. And one of my best friends is moving from Philly over to Harrisburg, and I got him a job. He's coming to work in sales for us. Frags, you want to move to PA, man? I can definitely get you a job if you want it. But yeah, it's
with a good time.
It's cool. So outside of work, I've been traveling a bunch. I went back to Columbus and watched a game, and I've gone to Philly for a few weekends. I went to Philly for Halloween, then I went for the release of my friends. If we go out to Philly, the guys we'll stay with, they're in a band. They just released an EP that's really good. They're really good live too. So it's just been really nice. I've been able to like reconnect with a lot of my friends from high school, and I'm just starting to feel, I don't know, you guys have been there with me through a lot of shit. You know, we waded through a lot of shit together, but I'm starting to feel like the old me again, which is really nice. Like, my confidence is coming back. My dad and we're starting a new diet tomorrow, and I can't have any beer, so that's gonna fucking suck. Like, I'm cutting out all carbs. It's bread time, cannot have bread. Like, that's the life of yeah.
Podcast I'm not sure if we can be friends anymore.
Yeah, but look, I'm just trying to take some steps to like get back
that's
to
cool.
the old me, and it feels like I'm getting there, so that's cool, you know.
There you go.
You're doing better than me. I'm packing them on, dude.
Yeah,
I am packing them on.
Well, I have a significant head start on you, so I'm trying to narrow the gap like a little bit. But yeah, I've been basically just trying to travel. I'm going to go down to Richmond soon to visit one of my friends. So, Buck, I'll keep you in the know about that if you're free one of these weekends.
Swing around, dude. If you want to swing by or something,
it's only 3 hours from my place.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then in January, I'm going to go to PAX South. So that'll be cool.
Nice.
Del Mona has a pull-out couch in her hotel room, so I'm going to crash on that.
Right on.
And
there you go.
their tickets are still on sale, and they're way cheaper than PAX East. It's crazy. I guess it's just a smaller event, and I'm kind of cool with that. Like, I've heard it's more chill, and I've never been to Texas before, so
enjoy, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the promised land.
The promised land. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And besides that, yeah, I'm just saving some money. I've been playing a lot of video games, playing a lot of the Switch.
I think I'm gonna buy one of those.
Dude,
Wait, we'll get in the video game. You want to do the video game memes later?
Yeah, we can talk about video games here in a second. But yeah, it's for the first time in a very long time. Things are all coming up bread right now. So
I can hear it.
Good.
I can hear
Life's
your
good.
voice.
Yeah, man, I'm content for now. You know.
You have been getting around. I've been trying to keep tabs on you via Snapchat. Like, just
I'm going all over the place, right?
You're all over the place.
Yeah, that's how it used to be all the time. Then I kind of like receded into a shell a little bit, became a little more introverted. Now, like, I'm trying to find that balance again. Like, some days I'm like, man, I just want to sit on Sunday and watch some football and play some video games and not talk to anyone. The other days, like, I should get out, you know?
Yeah.
I went to Collusion again the other night. The brewery
place is great.
in York. It's cool. I had
What is that?
It's a brewery in York City. Yeah.
It's just up from Holyhound, Buck, so it's real close.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But
Was it like a micro one?
Yeah.
I had a braggot. Do you know what a braggot is? Braggot?
I don't know if I've ever
It's
had one.
it's a mead. It's mead and beer. Like, it's called Cohesion. It was kind of good. Anyway,
I fuck with mead.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about me. Buck, tell us about how you been, man. What's going on?
Dude, I think I'm just slowly turning into like a workaholic. I think that's what's happening to me, and I think is because like I actually really enjoy my job so much that I don't really realize how much it's like creeping in and how blurred the lines have gotten. But I've just been doing so much work stuff because I don't know, it just feels rewarding. I enjoy like going to work every day, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Which for a while it was not that way. I really hated it.
I remember talking to you, and you felt like you were very concerned about the trajectory of your career, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was really fucking rough for a while, but now that we've started hiring more people, I've been able to move more towards like a senior admin position. So now like it's me and my buddy Jesse, and like we're the most experienced people in our office. So like
Jesse's
I get to do all the fun shit that is like the stuff that I really signed up for, and not the grunt work, as it were. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm doing like my home lab stuff, just constantly like learning, do a lot of reading. I just like come home and like we'll read just documentation and shit like that. I don't know. I have like a really fucking boring life, but it's actually really exciting
as long
for me.
As you enjoy it, you know.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving it. I've been doing a lot of like actual reading, just like actual books, like more of that. That's a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun reading was. I didn't even think to pick up a book since like my first year of college, and now I'm like reading again. And I'm like, man, if you read stuff that you actually enjoy, it's actually fun.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that.
Reading
went
Playboy
to
17. I agree.
I went to I don't know
That's a
why
half
I just absolutely spaced on this, but I went to Rhode Island like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You did?
And yeah, and I totally like didn't even cross my mind that Frags was there.
No,
like that's
sure,
where he's
sure.
at, and that whole state's like 30 miles wide, so it's like.
It's not like you were far from him.
Yeah, how are you gonna?
You probably could walk out wherever you were and be like, "Frags." He'd be like, "What?"
Yo!
He'd be like, "Who said my name? What's up?"
Is anybody from Texas here? Hey, out here! But yeah, we went. Two of my really good friends got married, and so we went. Will and I flew up to Rhode Island for that, and just had like a really extended weekend there, and that was a lot of fun. I'd never been there before. I'm like gambling.
Oh, is that where you were when you were like? Was that the airport that had? Were you an airport that had all those lights in like a tunnel, or was that even?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? That was in Michigan, dude. That was
Wait,
Detroit.
Why were you in Michigan?
That was where our layover was.
You went from Virginia to Michigan to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done Harrisburg to Atlanta to Columbus before. Planes, man.
Doesn't make any
I don't know
sense.
I don't know how they fucking work, dude.
So wait, that was Detroit?
Magic. Yeah, that was in Detroit, Michigan.
No, I haven't been there in a while. I don't remember that being.
Yeah, on the flight there. Oh yeah, the one inside, the red one goes around. Yeah, absolutely.
It's cool airport.
It was cool. It was cool. The fucking like tunnel thing freaked me out, man. It was weird as fuck.
You shouldn't have been on all that acid, dude. It's probably.
Dude, I'm not even lying. When we flew out of Richmond, with the night before we left, I got fucking totally shit hammered because it was like the first day of like my vacation, and I got fucking wasted. And I went to like somebody's house. Like I went to the bar, and then I went to somebody's house that I'd never been to before, and like got hammered. And then like Will and I came back to the house, and we had to be up at like 4 a.m. and we got back at like midnight. And I was like, man, I'm not even gonna go to bed. There's no way I'm gonna wake up. So I just stayed up all night. I fucking cut my hair like before I left, and I missed a spot on the back of my head, and didn't realize until we were already in Rhode Island, and I was like, "Fuck! I gotta fucking god damn it!"
Did you wear a hat the whole time, or did you get someone to fix it for you?
No, I couldn't wear a hat during the wedding, so I just didn't wear a hat. I didn't even get it fixed.
You just whatever. You were just the guy with
fucking left it, dude.
You had a soul patch on the back of your head.
Yeah, it was dumb as shit. It was so fucking stupid.
That's awesome.
But it was a good time.
Yeah, that's good. It sounds like everyone's, having a good time in their own way, finding their own way in the world. That's exciting. So it's good checking in with everyone. And everyone out in Chatland, make sure you drop in the Discord or whatever else and tell us how you're doing. It's good to see some friendly faces in here. It really is. Let's move on to... Oh, wait. Before we go to video... Well, this is kind of video game related. I got a Snapchat today from Logan, guy who does the song for this. They are pressing the vinyls for... the soundtrack to Space Plan.
It's fun. Nice.
Oh, no
Yeah.
way.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to cop one of those.
Yeah, so I'll let you know. I'll keep everyone posted when those come out if anyone wants one. I don't know how much they'll be. I know he gets some for free. I'm gonna buy one, and I think he's gonna give me one of the promo ones because a lot of the really popular podcasts I listen to, there are some guys that really like clickers, like the Bombcast guys, like clicker games. They talk about them, and they talked about the soundtrack. So I'm gonna send it in there and see if they get a kick out of it. That'll be cool. But it's just,
All right.
and he just had another song. It just came out on Spotify too, so that's kind of cool. So Logan Gabriel on Spotify, you can see the whole Space Plan soundtrack on there. Anyway, let's talk about some video games. This is a video game podcast. It has been a while. I don't know what everyone's been playing, but we'll just go around again, check in with everyone, and we'll just talk some games. If you have any thoughts on what you've been playing, just go ahead and check them out.
I picked up Destiny on PC.
Okay, yeah, tell us about that.
And I don't know what I was expecting, but
It's more Destiny.
It's just more Destiny. A lot of people
mouse.
at the office were like hyped about it, and so I've got it with them. I've just been playing with people from the office.
That's cool, man.
And it's been fun. Like I just pick it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Do a couple things, play for like an hour and a half, and then get off.
Destiny is Destiny 2 is a really weird game for me because like they improved it in a lot of ways. They did a lot of what I was asking and wanted them to do, but for some reason I am just not into it. I'm just not into it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I played so much of the last one.
I'm still so surprised by that.
Yeah, well, a lot of it has to do with how they changed PvP. Like, I think they changed it for the worse. Like, I actually think it's kind of awful now.
How much could they have? How much? Like, if you don't mind, and this is genuine. Like, I have no idea. Like, what did they change? How bad could it be?
Well, now it's 4v4, which really isn't that much of an issue. So it's
as compared to what 3v3
it was
was
6v6 or 3v3 for the competitive stuff, which was
all right.
right. So like now everything is 4v4, like including the Trials of Osiris. So there's not a lot of variety in like you play different game modes, but with everything all 4v4, it gets stale. The other thing is like the way they tweak the game. Now you don't have like a heavy weapon. You have a power weapon slot, which will either be a shotgun or a sword or a sniper rifle or
grenade launcher, rocket
launcher. When in the first game you would have a primary gun, which was usually like a hand cannon or an assault rifle or a pulse rifle, which is like a 3-burst rifle. And then you'd have a secondary, where your shotgun or your fusion rifle or your sniper would go, and then you'd have a heavy weapon slot for the sword or the rocket launcher. So now you've got like essentially 2 primary slots. You can have like an assault rifle or a sidearm, and then you've got the power weapon slot. And the way that you don't always automatically get power ammo, you have to find it at locations on the map, which basically they created it, and they turned the time to kill up also. So they created this situation in which it's smaller games, 4v4, where you have to team shoot the other person. You have to team shoot the other team, and you have to camp the spots to get power ammo for snipers and shotties and all that sort of stuff. So it just creates these hallway scenarios where everyone's just camping out, just shoulder peeking, shooting, and takes away the dynamic flow of the game that Destiny 1 had, where you could like run, blink up into a room, shotgun a guy in the face, stab another dude twice, take him down, then throw a grenade off the wall and blow another dude up. 3v1, you get the kills. Like you could do that. In this game, it's like flank around the corner, get team shot by 3 people, die, repeat. So then realize you have to stay with your team, and then just have this really like, at first it was very tense and it was kind of fun, and then it just becomes like the super monotonous grind where you just have to
it is repetitive.
Yeah, you just have to run around with your team and camp power ammo slots, and like the grenades, they took power away from the grenades and the melee. So like in a situation where you come around the corner and there were 2 guys, you're like, I have a chance, and when you win that, it's thrilling and you can flank and like turn the tide of battle. That's gone. Maybe I need to get good, but it's just gone. Like it feels like it's just gone, and like after that was gone for me, the gameplay loop for me meant nothing, because I used to like grind to play to get sweet weapons to use in the PvP and play trials with my friends and have a good time there. But when the PvP it becomes so stale, monotonous, and like team shooty. Like, it's basically suicide to queue by yourself in Destiny 2. It's suicide. When in Destiny 1, you'd be like, I'm going to grind out a few things, you know? Like, I'll just go through and headhunt.
I'll do my Crucible bounties or whatever.
Yeah, you know, like, I could, in a 6v6, I felt more confident carrying. Like, it's like, I can do this, you know? But in this, it's just, it's awful. You know?
Is it? Do you think though that that's like back in Destiny 1, they made it at least I could say a positive thing. They made a concerted effort, I think, to improve and listen to the community, and they did some of that. Sometimes they failed, sometimes they succeeded. Like, do you think that's a thing they're seeing, or is that a like widespread concern?
I think they just overcorrected. I don't know, Buck. I'm kind of stealing the spotlight here. How do you feel about it?
It's kind of in line with what you said, pretty much. I feel like the PvP is not fun. It's just not fun. I think it boils down to it's just not fun. Like, it's not fun to play, even if I have like a whole group of my friends and we take up like a whole 4 team and we're just doing that. It's just, I don't know. It just seems kind of like, what's the word I want to use? Like, not very well inspired. Like, it's not inspiring. It's just kind of.
It's very vanilla. It feels very vanilla, like in all the wrong ways. Like and
that's not what you expect from a developer like Bungie.
Yeah.
Like Halo multiplayer is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Any Halo you play, I can't speak for like 5 or whatever, but all the Halos are always fun, no matter what. And it's not that way with Destiny. It's just not the same.
Yeah,
they live in this weird spot where it's like an MMO, but it's not. They don't like that. They don't like that title. They don't want it to be an MMO, and it's just weird.
All the MMO stuff aside, it's just like there's something that I like. I just can't quite put my finger on it. But when I play a PvP match, even when we win afterwards, I'm like, all right, I guess like that was cool. Like, there are none of those like fuck yeah, like we like. I shat on them.
Oh yeah. There's never any of those moments where you're like. You have that triumphant return. Like, I feel like if I start getting B at the beginning, like we never
just roll over. Yeah,
like,
there's you don't turn the tides. You can't turn.
Yeah,
the tides.
There's no way to. There's no way to unless you somehow manage to get a power ammo or like 2 of your guys.
And then when you win, it's just a grind to the finish line. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, we did it. That's what. So the satisfaction just isn't there. I think some, I don't want to take too much away. That's just my opinion on it. I think some people enjoy it, but I think what they did was they listened too much to the people that were saying like they didn't like the one from the first one, so they basically overcorrected. I think there's I think there's a happy medium somewhere in the middle, and I think they just way overcorrected.
And that's not to say that they can't fix it. It's definitely fixable.
Yeah,
they can fix it.
Yeah, there are ways to fix it. I mean, the game looks great. It still handles really well, like on a controller. It's still, it's still a tight shooter. It's just not
feels
fun.
Great on mouse and keyboard too, man. That like feels amazing to be able to play it on mouse and keyboard, and I don't know, just because I'm better that way, but I love it.
Yeah. You play anything else, Buck?
I'll play like a few rounds of PUBG like during the weekends.
Yeah,
and
I see you on that.
That's really about it.
How are you feeling about that game? I don't really
get around. Development-wise, kind of stagnating.
Yeah.
Plateau pretty hard.
They're waiting on this 1.0 patch, and their whole like Xbox deal thing is kind of fucking me off real bad.
Yeah.
Man, it's just
they teased that.
Go ahead.
They teased that other map they were gonna put out.
Yeah,
way too early.
I think that's what it is. It's just getting and they did it way too early. And I think that when the new map comes out, it'll be fun again, like it'll be fresh. But I don't think it'll last as long.
Mm-hmm.
The game, my problem with the game is that it's just too stale. Like, it's too stale now. Like, I'm fucking sick and tired of like stupid hit reg bullshit. Like, I'm tired of like fucking region lock the goddamn game. Like, I don't give a shit.
Please.
I'm tired of fucking getting killed by like people that obviously are like from China.
Yeah.
Because their entire player base is like 50% Chinese people.
It's over 50.
And so like whenever I queue, like you're guaranteed to have somebody who fucking has like 200 ping that fucking like can run around a rock and kill you and you didn't even see him peak yet. Like it's just that those kinds of things are just getting fucking annoying to me.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing the game because I've actually gotten really good at the game.
Yeah, you are very good.
Like I had a 17 kill duo game with Will the other day. I have fun with it. Like it's a fun game, and they can make it really good, but they just need to fucking.
And he's get optimized, but there's just so much jank in it still. And
I can't. And with this Xbox release, what the fuck? I don't like. What? I don't understand it. Like they like sign this deal with Xbox, to, like give exclusivity, and you're gonna fucking release this fucking piece of shit on Xbox. Like it's, I don't know. They'll get a whole huge surge of money, I'm sure, from that, and maybe they can hire some developers. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I think I heard that it's not going to be like a 100-person servers on Xbox. Like it's going to be, drastically lower.
Man, they don't fucking need to make it 100-person on PC, dude. They had a tournament the other. I follow some of like the pro people, like Vis and Smack and them, and like I think Smack tweeted the other day they had like a tournament or an event they went to, and fucking it was like a 64-person tournament. And he's like, I can't even believe they let 100 people servers out, like let people play on 100 people servers. We played 64 people servers, and it was still, the hit rate was still shitty.
Yeah.
So that 1.0 patch is going to be fucking massive.
The hit reg is the biggest thing for me. Like take all the other jank, it's almost like I can take it, but I just can't take it when it seems like I'm just aiming at a guy and he's just like, you can see him like jumping around. You know what I mean? When you're like hitting a dude in that game, how they like they turn into jelly kind of, and then you just die. You're like, wait a second, did I not just hit him 40 times? Like what's going on here?
Or when you land Car 98 headshot dead center of the eyeballs and nothing happens.
Yeah. I have one of those. I have one of those clips out.
Right.
Oh, neat. He still has his helmet.
Right.
Yeah. So, have any of you guys played Fortnite at all?
I have, but I've been still working my way through that tedious ass fucking tutorial. It's so long.
Oh, did you play any more BR?
No, because I feel like I'd like straight into a disadvantage. So I've been like, trying to grind my way through it a little bit, and that put me off big time. But
I don't think you're at it in BR. I don't think you get anything.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think you don't get anything in BR for playing the single player. I'd like skins and stuff maybe.
No, I mean I like just the game
mechanics.
Just a grasp on the game in general.
Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But no, I
left click to shoot.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
the whole build thing too is still wrap my head around that.
Yeah, it is weird. For the tutorial in that game is way too long. Way too long. I like the art style and stuff, and building is fun. And I think once I get there, I'll be fine. Yeah. See, and I wonder if Fortnite too, that game's already more well optimized than PUBG. I wonder how long it takes them to come out with another map, because they have all the building tools in that game. Like, they could probably pump another map.
It's the same fucking engine.
Yeah.
Why does Fortnite get all the optimization?
Well, I mean, it's Epic. They made the engine, so they kind of know how to use it better.
Don't they have like reps from Epic like helping out the fucking PUBG guys?
See, yeah, there was a bunch of drama when they first came out with the BR thing, because they like Bluehole was like, wait a second, didn't you guys help us with this, and now you're doing your own thing? And I don't know, man, it's complicated, but also I'm kind of fine with them doing it because they're doing it. It's a little bit of a different product, and it runs smoother, so I'm kind of cool with having a smoother running BR out there.
I've seen a lot of bigger partnered streamers still playing it.
Yeah, we'll say like I feel like it's like Coke and Pepsi. I mean, they're essentially both brown sugar-ridden carbonated colas, but they're not quite the same. But they're kind of the same, but they're not really the same. Mm-hmm. And like that's how I feel like Fortnite and PUBG are. They're comparable, but they're not really
same genre, but different.
That's fair.
Different subgenres. I wonder who do you guys think does the next BR mode? Like someone's gonna do another one, right? This is like the new.
Surely.
It's like the MOBA kick of a couple of years ago. Everyone's gonna have a BR mode. Do you think Call of Duty has a BR mode next year?
It's going to be.
If they could do it right, I'd fucking buy World War II today.
I'll say this, and you guys can tell me I'm a fucking idiot, but if they have the balls to try it, okay. But like they're fucking idiots, and I think that they'll fail and fall on their fucking face. Like if they've got the balls, or if they're dumb enough to try it, I'd be surprised.
I don't know, man. The Call of Duty this year outsold 2-1 last year's. Like,
wait,
like say what you will about Call of Duty, that game sells, you know. And
I guess that's still going to be the
and the BR game mode sells.
It'll be the embers of my hatred for it still at the end. To my dying day is that like people are going to buy it, and I've watched hours upon hours of the new one, and I'm so far from convinced still. I don't think I'll ever. Yeah. I just think I'm done completely. Like that was just confirmation.
Yeah. We've got some fatigue on it. You know, that ship maybe sailed for us, but if anyone
I'm telling you, man, but think about this, though, Cheese. Think about a BR game that is with the Call of Duty mechanic. Those mechanics have not changed, and that's the whole point. They haven't changed since, like,
and they're
Call of Duty,
pretty
what was
smooth.
it? World War?
You're not wrong, and I won't argue that.
So if they have the mechanics and the ability to have that decent amount of hit reg and everything's that like running like a well-oiled machine, I don't understand why you wouldn't want that. Like that's what I'm saying. If they came out with a BR mode, I would buy the next.
But I think those are just a few of the things they'd get right. I just don't see them pulling that. Like now, if DICE and on the Frostbite engine, and they did that. If Battlefield did one, like that would be something.
Battlefield could do a good job because they already.
I think it would work. I think it would work and flow better in Battlefield style than it would Call of Duty. I mean, have you guys checked out Escape from Tarkov at all?
I'm on the mailing list.
I looked at it. Yeah, what's the latest with that? Because last time I looked at it, I forget it wasn't available, or I forget what.
They sent me an email trying to get me to help them translate stuff, and I was like, "What? No." I was like, "No."
No, that game looks fucking cool.
It does look cool.
It does, and the looting system and everything, and if you ever watch it and watch like some of the combat, like it's got kind of got the same veins like the Titanfall games, where there's also, I mean, not in like the game style, but in the sense that there's also NPCs and AI that'll shoot at you too, and then every so often you'll come across another player that's going to try to kill you and take your gear, but the NPCs are also kind of hard, and but they're raging. But
it's terrifying.
But it's got every time I watched people play it, it's got one of those styles, kind of like a I don't want to call it Call of Duty mechanic, but the feel of the first person shooting and the style of shooting people has more of a Call of Duty feel to me, because it's a lot more close range combat. You know, I haven't really, I guess snipers are either rare or people don't use them very often. But I mean, I can't sit here and pretend like I've watched just 100 hours of the game. I'm sure there are aspects of it, but I don't know, the run and gun aspect of that, running around looting. Oh shit, there's a guy, let's chase each other around this barrel of fire and whatever, but I don't see the Call of Duty mechanic, the run and gun style of Call of Duty translating super well into a BR mode, because it's usually a really fast paced game, really like all over the place, spawn, die kind of stuff. I don't see that kind of stuff translating well from the Call of Duty people into the BR people. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like that's two massively separate markets, and I just don't think it would work.
I could see it working. The only reason I say this is because back when I played like semi-pro, like our main game mode was search and destroy, and those super tense games, like if you were like 2v1 or 3v1 and there was high brush everywhere, and maybe you had a perk, like you could find, maybe if you could find perks, like you could find dead silence, or you could find stopping power, or you could find find M16, you drop down with a knife or just a pistol or something like that. I could see that translating pretty well, because for all of Call of Duty's faults, it's a smooth shooter. It really is. And it sells, and a way to get a bunch of people, like, Activision, they want to line their pockets, and they're going to line their pockets. I can see them doing it. I'm not saying they will. It's just it seems like a natural sort of thing for them to try and cash in on. You know.
If they do, I'll buy it. I'll buy the next Call of Duty if they do.
See, that's the thing. They're counting on it. People that have been away from it a while being like, "Fuck, they have a BR mode. I'll try it. I'll try anything once." And then they'll try and sell you some loot boxes on top of that with some skins, you know.
As long as they do right by the PC, their historics with PC are pretty bad.
Yeah. Next time we get together, guys, I want to talk about loot boxes because it's getting ridiculous. Maybe not this time, but that's a long
rabbit hole that I don't want to overturn. But like,
yeah, that's a
like you said, like banking on a consumer. Then like, you be at Activision, like looking at it like, well, like these suckers have bought whatever we've sold them for the last 15 years or whatever the fuck it's been.
And think about how many more people they can add on to it now.
Well, that's my issue with it. Good, bad, or awful. Like they're gonna slap a BR on something or something that makes money and like sell it. People are gonna buy it. It's just gonna be that. Like I said, I don't want to get into it, but it's like everything we've talked about that we all hate.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's the heart of it. That.
AKA Battlefront 2.
AKA
like
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Battlefront 1 even.
It's gonna be hard for me not to do it because I love Star Wars, but I really think I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm not buying it.
I don't think I can.
I'm fucking sad
with
about
all the
the first
messaging.
one.
I want it so bad, but I'm not gonna do it.
I'll just go play the first one, which I have still. It's just
I can't believe they ruined one of the best Star Wars franchises of all time.
And they canceled the Visceral Games one that was supposed to be like a single player story. And I don't know, man. I hate the Disney.
I fucking cry.
Are there any whispers of Knights of the Old Republic still, or is that like not a thing?
It's still the MMO, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I would love an Old Republic story again.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Frank.
No, I was gonna say, well, since we were talking about Battlefront 2 or whatever. I mean, I don't want. I guess we've all seen the Reddit backlash from the last couple days.
Dude, the most downvoted comment of all time on Reddit is an EA employee.
Yeah, almost 400,000.
Wait, sorry, fill me in because I have not seen that.
They made a comment on some of the controversy around Battlefront. Like they commented on something, and it's the most downvoted post of all time on Reddit.
Like it essentially, in so few words, they pretty much said the cost of the heroes is based on the metric numbers that we see of average time played to this. So that they were trying to justify the fact that their heroes cost almost 40 hours of playtime to unlock one hero.
Like Darth Vader, like the big ones, not like fringe characters.
The
ones you would expect to be unlocked.
Yeah, like Bosk and Boba Fett and stuff. Like, come on now, maybe not Boba Fett, but like Bosk and like you know.
Is that the weird lizard dude?
Yeah. And like not those but like you said, like Vader and Darth Maul and all those, Yoda, all the big guys. And it takes 40 hours just to unlock one play, and that's 40 hours of playtime. Like it takes me a while to get that much up, especially in a game that's just straight multiplayer, because I can get a little salty sometimes. So my game time ranges from 1 hour to a couple hours before that happens. But because of that, this article just came out that EA has cut the cost by 75% for all the heroes.
Still fuck them.
Yeah, well, no. I'm not saying.
I didn't pay a goddamn dime in Battlefront 2 when I had that back in the day.
Yeah, no.
They still played the same. I could still do the fucking hero battles on whatever Mos Eisley.
Yeah, and you could get into the vehicles. You could run to the snow speeders of the X-wings and get in them and drive them.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking bullshit.
And here's what I have to say about that.
They ruined that game. God damn it! I'm so mad about that.
So here's what I have to say about that as well. Like, if you don't want to support that, obviously don't buy the game to start. Don't be one of those people that buys a game and then says, "I'm not going to buy any loot boxes," because then they already got your money. Okay, don't buy the game. Seriously, have some spine. Don't be part of that famous Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 picture. You guys know what I'm talking about. The one on Steam where it's like we're all boycotting this, and you go look and they're all playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So stick to your guns, guys, if you don't want to support business practices like this. And then on top of that, you got to let Disney know that this is not like, because Disney made this deal with EA, and EA is going towards this. They canceled the story mode game. Like, it's I'm at my age now. God, I sound like a fucking grandpa. At 25 years old, I still play a lot of video games. I still love video games. I still love the industry. I love everything that it's provided me over my years. but I'm starting to get diminishing returns on these games as a service. Like, I don't have 40 hours to put into all these games that they're trying to put in the long tails. Like, I don't have time for Battlefront 2, I don't have time for Destiny and Counter-Strike and Dota, and like everyone's trying to make their game last forever with all these Overwatch loot boxes and shit. And I just wonder when the bubble's gonna pop, because it's just not sustainable. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. But
the pen to pop the bubble has to be the consumer.
Yeah, but no one, like it seems like everyone's so mad about this. At least, you know,
the differences are so. It would be egregious to compare them, but it's like the NFL, like with all the issues there, like no one's gonna stop spending money there. They may see a dip. They already have, to be honest, but
they're scrambling.
People are gonna throw money.
Yeah.
At video games.
Yeah.
Despite
I feel like the only difference with that I guess the problem with that comparison is that NFL is the only way to consume football.
Yeah, that's true.
So they have an entire monopoly on the market, so they can do whatever the fuck they want.
But they are hurting this year with all that shit.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, you really got to hurt it. The only way to get any sort of change is to speak with your wallet. It really is, because look at what happened. You guys remember, 7-8 years back when every game had an online pass because they were trying to combat used game sales, and everyone's like, all right, well, we're just not gonna buy them, and then the online pass went away.
It did go away.
Yeah. Frag, you talking to your wallet right now? Okay. Don't lie. It's empty. Don't lie. It's empty.
I got one whole Dara.
There you go. Anyway, getting back on track. Cheese, what have you been playing, my friend?
Been spending most of my time lately playing Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh yeah, you got that? Tell me.
Yeah,
tell us about
really
it, man.
Really enjoying
despite
it.
Despite the reviews that we talked about.
Yeah, I picked it up. I was seeing and I heard.
I knew you were going to. As soon as you're like, I'm thinking about getting it. I was like, no, you're getting it, dude.
I'm gonna get it. As soon as I say it, if you guys don't know that already,
that's all of us.
When I say something that sounds something like I'm thinking about. But I'm thinking about getting this game.
When we say that, we're just looking for validation. We're just looking for yeah, man, you should. And then you're like, yeah, I got it already. It was in my cart already.
Then you don't have to feel bad about it. But then when you buy it, you're like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done this. And then you play it, and you're like, who fucking gives a shit anymore?
Because the situation where you guys say something like, "You're a fucking idiot, don't buy that," just delays it about a day, and then
yeah, but, that's exactly what I was talking about with everyone in Battlefront. Yeah. Don't get it, guys. Don't do it. Go ahead, Cheese. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So I love it. I think it's awesome.
Is it a return? It's a return to form. What was the last one you played?
Oh man, Black Flag, and I didn't finish it. So
that was the one.
Black Flag.
Yeah, I love that one. And that was the last one I played.
I put that down, and that was the last I touched it. So yeah, it feels like a return to form. Like the story is cool. It's compelling.
I've heard the world is huge.
It's fucking stupid big.
Yeah,
like, I'm not even halfway through unlocking the map. It's gorgeous.
Compare it to The Witcher map size. Double? 1.5? Equal?
Half?
Certainly bigger.
Certainly bigger.
Oh.
Cool.
And that's although that's not fair because I haven't got that far. Like what I've seen and what I've gotten through so far, it's fucking huge, dude.
Is there stuff to do everywhere? Like meaningful
There's plenty
things?
of stuff to do.
Or is
some of it is showing signs of being repetitive, but like I was playing it last night. I think I did a mission that I was like, man, I've been here before. I've done this before. But then the next one was really cool and different. But it's like they have everything you know and remember and love about Assassin's Creed. But like there's just cool little changes that I think it feels good.
How are the controls?
They're a little loose. I could be critical.
You doing mouse and keyboard, or
I'm doing mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
Wow.
They're a little loose. I think
that kind of game can get a little clunky with.
Yeah, it could be a little tighter, and it's just even with the keyboard and mouse, it's still the same fucking button mash basically. Block or parry and swing. But they have a bow, which is cool because there's like 4 different kinds of bow. And they all do different different things in their own right. But man, I really fucking like it. I really like it.
How are the assassinations? Are they extended action sequences, or are they actually like assassinations? Because something I really enjoyed in the first was you actually did kind of have to like plan out how you were gonna assassinate the guy, and then it just slowly became like more action oriented, like run up in a crowd, stabbing.
They actually
escape.
they took away like you could assassinate any target this exact same way and do it rather easily.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what the payoff is supposed to be, and I don't know if it's a payoff or not, is like they'll when you confirm that kill or when you get that assassination, they open up this. It's almost like you're standing in purgatory with the deceased before they go away. You have a conversation with them. Like it's just a cinematic event.
That's been around for
like,
a while.
I think that's like the big payoff, and that's not hasn't been as rewarding than that like at planning and methodical like jump off the second floor to get your kill or so that's not as rewarding to me. But the road to get to and from each of these has been pretty cool. And like I just got to the pyramids last night, and it's still like I said, there's still easily half the map to go. Easily.
Yeah.
This is cool. I'm really enjoying it. And
Awesome.
I would recommend it, I think. Yeah.
You would?
I do, yeah. I think I would.
Stamp.
I may say, hey, if you can get it in a couple weeks or a couple months and a couple bucks are knocked off, maybe wait. But I'm happy so far with my 60.
Good.
I'm happy, yeah.
Hey, that's all that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, there you go.
Anything else you've been playing? Or mostly just that?
Dude, honestly, that's been it, really. Yeah, that's been it. I've been watching a lot of Funhouse and
dude,
Netflix.
I've been proud like from a distance because we're watching on the G&G account, and all
Yeah.
the videos are watched before I get to them. Even they're great.
They're so good.
When I go to PAX South, I'm gonna try and get you some signatures.
That would be fucking awesome. I'd be forever grateful. I'm at the point where they're uploading them. They upload them daily, and I'm like
2 a day, man.
I watch them as they come out every day.
You still listening to Dude Soup? That's another good podcast, guys.
I haven't been able to listen to work, but I can watch it most of the time. Like I'll get home, throw that on, and I can like make dinner or some shit. But yeah. It's
well, that's the real revelation. Are you cooking when you get home?
I have been.
No fucking way!
Yeah, I saw you make fried chicken the other day.
Yeah, I made fried chicken.
You son of a bitch!
I know. I don't hate my life anymore, so I'll cook at home now.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's a statement and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good enough for me. All right, we can probably wrap this up now. That was good. No, I was kidding.
Frags,
I don't know.
What you been playing, man?
I got Shadow of War. To me, it was. I had I think I messaged Cheese one day and was like, "Look, I'm not. There's 3 games out that are full price right now, and I'm not sure which one I should get. Shadow of War, Assassin's Creed Origins, and I don't know what the third one was, but it obviously wasn't of note.
So it's 2.
Yeah, no, there was definitely 3 of them. I just forgot what the third one was, but yeah, and I went with Shadow of War, and it has blown away the first one by a million miles.
Now I gotta get that game,
dude. It is so good. I mean,
what game? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Shadow of War.
Oh, really? You're enjoying it?
Oh yeah, man. It's like the voice acting for the orcs is expanded. The Nemesis system is much different. They have the way the orcs are addressed now. Like there's reasons why there are certain ways, and they have orc clans, and each clan has a different ability. And now you have Ologhai, which are like the war trolls that are forged from Sauron's army that are no longer affected by daylight. And it's just like it's much deeper, and there's more areas to fight in instead of just 2. You didn't have just like the Isle of Nern and whatever and stuff. And it's a good overall experience, and I really like it. There's only one thing I don't like about it, and it's just it has to do with one of the game mechanics, but it's not really of much note. But it's like, I don't know. It at its heart, it's still essentially a hack and slash kill orc game, but it really pulls you in, and you really can get lost into doing all the missions and stuff, and it's just been a blast.
Does it? How many hours have you played?
I can tell you right now, I played for like 3 days straight. And
All right, so well, does it feel like it's getting repetitive at all, or is it satisfying no matter what?
I mean,
as you, I've heard the story isn't like amazing, but its hook is the orcs and the nemesis system, and I remember that being awesome in the first one.
Yeah,
is it still as satisfying in this one?
Yeah, I've got 22 hours into it, but it's only as repetitive as you make it, really.
Okay.
Because I don't have to keep running around doing what I'm doing. I just find that it's fun to,
that's the
aggro.
base.
Yeah, like it's just fun to aggro a whole bunch of dudes and murder them.
Dudes.
Yeah, it's my MO, man.
Look at that face, dude.
KW.
Yeah, that's why he's been hiding in the mountains, dude.
Yeah.
He can't even go outside.
Yeah, dude. Every time I can't even go into, a gas station anymore without them jumping my bones. All those dudes. But yeah, no, that game, and like Buck said, PUBG is always a staple in my salty diet.
Yeah. Anything else you've been playing other than PUBG? Just Shadow of War right now. I think I'm gonna wait for that to go on sale, and I might pick it up. I do like killing things.
And just mainly Shadow of War, and for 22 hours that I've put into it, I mean, like I said, I have been just kind of running around killing orcs and stuff, but I've also been doing a lot of the story missions. But there's like secondary story missions and stuff. It's just kind of like the first one. And after 22 hours, I'm still only like 18% done with the game. And I've already unlocked three different areas, and you can go back to each area. Like the very first area you start in is literally a city, a mythal ethos or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's literally like cityscape, like it's pretty dope. And it brings a whole new aspect to the game, and it's really fun. I would suggest, if you like the first one at all, even just a little bit, it's definitely a great pickup.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's on my list. I'm with Brett, though. I think I'll probably wait. There's too
much.
There's too many games. I don't make enough money, and there you have it. Not enough time.
I have too many games I still have to play.
Right.
I'm just feeling every time I buy another game, I feel guilty. Yeah, that's for certain. I guess I'll talk about what I've been playing a little bit before we wrap up here. I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike, I know. But
I've been seeing it.
I'm getting a lot better at the game. I'm going
to the major.
I know. It was between PAX or the major for me, and it was like I've seen Boston already. I've seen Buck before. Whatever. Do it with you will.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. No, I think I want to go to the one. I'll go to the next one in the States, but this time I've never been to Texas. PAX South tickets were still on sale, and I was like, all right, I want to go see Smarmy.
Where is it at? Is it
San
in Houston?
Antonio?
San Antonio. Okay.
Yeah. And I heard the convention center's in a cool area too. Like it's more friendly than the Boston one was. Like convention friendly, as in there's more stuff to do around the convention center.
Oh yeah,
right.
it's right next to the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Go to the boardwalk. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Or the river walk. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, it's gonna be colder there, but it won't be as nearly as fucking cold as it is in Boston.
It's gonna be Texas cold, which means it's gonna be like 68.
Yeah, which means I'm gonna fucking I'll be out there in a t-shirt if you let me, So it's gonna be awesome. Anyway, so I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike. I'm getting better at the game. There's something about that game that just grabs me. Like I just have this competitive edge to me. Like I want to win.
It just kills me, like, to have watched you play it, and like on like one hand in 5 minutes, it can make you so happy, and then
it's so teammate dependent. It's so teammate dependent.
So fucking miserable. I've seen it make you so miserable.
It has, because you just know when you launch into a game, it's like, hey, my litmus test is like, hey guys, I'm gonna go over to A. Like if we're like playing, I'm gonna go to A site. How you guys doing? Hope you what's up. And it's either like, all right, cool man, I'll go to B. I got mid, blah, and everyone makes call outs, and then every once in a while someone's just like, fuck you, shut up, like right off the start, and you're just like, oh no, like I'm about to waste 45 minutes on this.
Right.
And they're just people that play that game that don't know how to be. I mean, they're 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds, but
God forbid someone goes 15 minutes without shouting a racial slur.
Yeah. All that, possible. All of that shit aside, they're just people that don't know how to be. What's the word I'm looking for?
A decent human being.
Well, other than that sort of shit, I mean, accountable. Like,
Yeah.
there's some people that play that game and it's never their fault. Like, I shouldn't have done
Yeah.
this. It's always like, why didn't you do this? And it's like,
Right.
I don't know, man. Like, what do you like? You
Motherfucker,
probably
this is a
you probably shouldn't just walked out in the open. Like, I don't really know how it's my
No, but this is your fault, dude. You said you were holding A.
yeah,
Right.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, they planted A. How'd they even get in sight, dude? You weren't even dead yet.
yeah, that's shit's.
I'm good at this.
Yeah.
I'm really good at
Yeah,
this.
you know, I'm really mad right now. I'll be honest. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the last time I played Counter Strike with you, I
rage
think I
quit.
just
You rage quitted.
I rage
You
quit,
just
just left Discord. And
You just disappeared. I was like, oh, all right, Frags is gone. All right.
Yeah. I went to go have a pout.
Yeah, dude, it's fine. Like, I totally understood though. I totally get it. But the thing is, like, the game it's easy enough to get in as a casual, but to like master it is so fucking hard. Like, there's just so much nuance to the game and bullshit. I'll say bullshit also. That I don't know. It just scratches that itch for me. So I play that every once in a while.
Stop playing MM. Problem solved.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I've had
Go ESEA or go like whatever the other one.
Face it. I've been having some decent experiences. I've been meeting some cool people and like playing with other people more, which is cool. Anyway, moving on from Counter-Strike, because I do talk about it a lot. I play a lot of video games. You guys know this. We all play a lot of video games. I am playing more video games than ever because of the Nintendo Switch. Like,
I think I'm gonna buy one.
I am playing so many video
games.
games because of the Nintendo Switch. It's insane. Like, I can't
Did
believe.
you have Mario?
Yeah, wait, don't stop.
You have Mario? Tell me you have Mario.
Are you gonna wait? He's gonna finish. Jesus Christ.
I have not want to play a Mario game so bad until I fucking saw that game and I was like, oh my god, I've got to fucking get a Switch now.
It's very. You know what? I'll say this about Mario Odyssey. It's very good. Not as good as Zelda, but it's very good.
Thank God they're both on the same console. Am I right?
Yeah. It's very good, but I don't think it's quite that like nut-worthy fucking 10 out of 10 everyone's been talking about.
It fucking looks so good.
You didn't finish it yet either, did you?
No, I beat the main story mode. I'm in post-game stuff. But the thing is, it becomes like this. So in Legend of Zelda, you collect Korok seeds, and there are like 900 of them, and that's how you unlock like item slots for more swords and shit in that. This game, it's doing a disservice to say it just feels like this, but sometimes it just feels like a huge collection fest. Like, so on every map, you're like, they're very dense. There's a lot of ways to get them, but you're trying to get all these moons to progress to the next area. And sometimes it's so easy to get a couple of moons, like to move on to the next area, that it just feels like I'm just going through the motions to get stuff. And when I do get a moon, it almost doesn't feel that rewarding because I get one every like 5 minutes if you want to, you know? You're kind of just going places and getting shit for doing stuff, which is fine, like, I guess. The mechanics are very tight. There's a lot of nostalgia in there. Like, there's a lot of times where you're playing, you're like, oh shit, this is really cool. Like, you'll go into a tube and next thing you know, it's 2D Mario and you're hopping on a wall.
I've seen that.
Those
cool.
sequences are really rad. Once you start getting the hang of some of the mechanics and you get to places you couldn't before, where you throw the hat, dive, throw the hat again, like you can get further. Like, that's really cool as well. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think I think it's a solid 8.5 out of 10 personally. If I had to pull my nostalgia away from it, but it's still a very good game. It's very tightly made. The graphic style is awesome. Like, the worlds are very dense. It's cool. I just haven't been playing it as much lately after the post game, because now you go back to all the other worlds, and there are like more moons everywhere, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. It just feels like I'm rehashing some shit. But you know, I still go through it. It's just not a very difficult game if you just want to get to the end, because everyone talks about the difficulty being in getting all the moons, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, if you just walk around long enough, you probably will. That's still not that difficult. I don't know. That's just how I felt about it.
I think all I heard you say for the past like 2 minutes was buy Mario.
Yeah.
I think that's all I heard.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say it's a game worth buying. It's very good. I've also been playing FIFA on the Switch. I bought FIFA on the Switch.
Nice.
It's weird. It's kind of hard to play. I've been playing a lot in handheld mode, because I can watch. That's why I've been playing so many video games, because I can play the Switch and watch Netflix or watch YouTube videos or something. And, you know, when I take the train to go to Philly, I bring the Switch and I'm just playing games on the train. It's amazing. I'm playing Zelda or Mario on the train, and my trips just go by like nothing. It's awesome.
God damn it.
Like, it's amazing.
You're selling me
I
so hard,
keep it
dude.
next to my bed and I play around. Like, Binding of Isaac on the Switch is so fucking good. Like, I play Binding every night before bed, and that game just keeps surprising me. It's so good. If you get it, you really should play it. It's a fantastic game. It really is. Beyond that,
Damn, if there's more beyond that, I'm gonna be genuinely surprised.
What, of all the games I've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot, man. I jump
I feel
back into
like a fucking loser now.
No, it should be the other way around. I jumped and played some Overwatch just to see how it was. It's still Overwatch, you know, not much beyond that. I turn on my PS4 every once in a while and look at it, and I've been really thinking hard about playing some Siege again, like trying to replace some of my CS time with Siege, like, because I kind of miss that game.
Yeah, I've done it not that long ago, and we kind of joke about like all the metas past that ship sailed, or as a meta, and I don't know if that's wrong. I think it's true. Like I didn't do bad per se.
It's hard now, man. It's something.
It's fucking difficult. Like before, we had a firm grip on that game from release because we played the beta.
Yeah,
and it was always like we did well, and you know we had our moments. But fuck, was it difficult?
Yeah.
And I'm talking. We're probably talking 2 or 3 months ago since I've played it, but
still,
damn,
yeah. I don't know what it is. Like I get really into games, and when new maps come out, I kind of don't have any interest in going in and trying to master those. I'm like, I'm kind of good, and then the game just left me behind.
Well, they had 2 or 3 come out before. I don't know if it's one of the new maps that I love. Like there's some that I don't hate, but I don't know. I wish we still played that game so much.
Yeah. What I will say is that I'm happy that it's continuing on strong.
Oh
in
yeah,
a strong way. It was a very cool game. I remember being like an advocate for it for a long time.
Hey, man, do you remember when it was like, man, like because we were and like, but it was like the early, it was like when you like
T-poses running
when you
around.
vouch for somebody who's like applying at your job, and you're like, yeah, he's gonna be awesome. Like I promise. Like
that he doesn't show up.
Put my word on it. Yeah, it's like no calls, no shows. We're like playing as like the first couple of months. Like they had like the matchmaking issues were god awful, and then they had the weird graphical glitch where your character would appear as like a black shadow, the black monstrosity. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, what are that?
You just get so fucking mad.
Raptor legs were the best thing.
Oh my god, the raptor legs were awesome.
Where your fucking like knees go backwards.
Yeah. Like a chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. I got a Steam Link and a Steam controller. I've got that plugged in.
I saw that. Yeah. I got that Snapchat. Yeah.
I'm playing that on Wi-Fi. I think I want to get a wireless mouse and keyboard because some of the games that I would want to play like on the couch chilling, or like I'd want to play like Civ. I really want to try Stellaris, and those are games you just kind of need a mouse and keyboard for. The controller's cool. It feels a little flimsy at first. It's weird that it takes batteries, but once you put the batteries in, it feels nice and heavy. There's one analog stick, and the other two
like double A's.
Yeah, it comes with 2 double A's.
Yeah?
Chuck them in there. I just haven't had enough time to play around with it yet. I just haven't had a lot of time to actually sit down and get down and dirty with it. But I was having some trouble with like the mapping, like how it was working. Like I was gonna play Danganronpa, like I streamed that for a bit.
Oh right, yeah.
And I'm near the end of the game, and I really want to get through it because I want to play the next one, and then after that, the third one just came out. I want to play all of those, but I want to sit down at the couch and play them, you know. And I couldn't get the whatever was mapped to left click to work correctly, so it's a little spotty as far as support goes. And it's also spotty in finding information on why or how to make something work, just because it's still a bit of a like niche product. Like it's a little bit of a, there's not that much support out there for it yet. I started playing Oxenfree on there. That was kind of cool. I'm just trying to find what type of games like are suited well for it. I'm playing over Wi-Fi, so I don't want to play any sort of Twitch sort of stuff. I played around a Rocket League on it. It actually worked kind of well, even over Wi-Fi. But one of these days I want to run a cable up there and plug it in directly and see if I can just play 1-to-1. I got a PS4 controller to work on it too, so that was kind of cool. I see a lot of potential in it. I just haven't had a lot of time to play with it, you know. Next time you come over, you have to get your hands on the controller. It's a weird controller, but I can see myself liking it once I get the hang of it.
Well, last time we did that, like I had every intention we were gonna like stream and game and shit, and I got wasted when we went out.
Yeah,
and I came home and passed out.
Yeah,
so.
We were talking about it, and then we get home. Cheese lays down on the couch, knocked out 30 seconds, and then my buddy who was out with us, we played Mario Kart till 5 a.m.
Well, the thing is, like,
with him sleeping right next to us.
I tend to, like, we get in the car and it's all over, and that's exactly what happened. Like, you were telling me how it went down, like a song was on.
Yeah, you were wide awake and like vibing to the song, and the next thing you were just done. You were
just out.
So,
yeah, that was it. So,
yeah, but we had a great time.
It was fun.
But yeah, I'm playing a lot of games. There's probably some shit I forgot. But to sum it up, I would say fuck Counter-Strike, even though I'm itching to play right now. Like, I really want to play right now. And get a Switch, man. They're very, like, I gotta say it, man. They're very cool.
I think I'm gonna fucking buy one.
And for as much, I've talked shit about the Switch. I'm on the record on this podcast talking shit about it because I didn't think it would work. It works, man. It's very cool. And I have 2 Amiibo now. I have got 2 of them. I've got 2 Legend of Zelda ones, and they're fucking awesome. So,
all right. Well, I think I'm gonna get one. So 1v1 me on Splatoon, scrub.
Yeah, Splatoon's fun too. I just haven't had time to play. Like, the problem is I have all these games. Get yourself a pro controller too if you plan on playing like at all at home, like in TV mode.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, I just remembered one of the guys that lives in my apartment complex has one. We played it a little bit. We played the Jackbox Party Pack though. So.
Oh yeah, the 4th one just came out on there, I think.
Yeah. He was really stoked. It like came out like that day that he came over, and he was like, "I gotta buy it." And then we had like a bunch of people over and got really drunk and played that. So it was fun.
Nice, very nice. Closing thoughts. Let's wrap this up. I know it's been kind of a long podcast for everyone. I appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. That's great.
Yeah.
You guys want? Tentatively 2 weeks if anyone's around. I think we were talking about doing it every other week in the future, but if we can make it work, I'd like to try and get this going again. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll keep the baby steps so we can figure it out if we're all ready and willing.
Yeah.
This time works for me. It's like right when I get off work, so I have to drive straight here and then get on.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, whatever works for everyone. Anyway, to close it out, I've been your host. It's Bread Time. Check me out on twitch.tv/It's Bread Time, or you can find me here on Grenades and Goblins. And check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Grenades and Goblins, or however you have to get there. Check out Subliminal Cheese on Twitch, twitch.tv/Subliminal Cheese. Crouton John, twitch.tv/Crouton John, and KW Frags, twitch.tv/KW Frags. And also, shout out to the Unmade Gaming guys who we guest on a lot and also were kind enough to host us during this this here stream. For everyone here in G&G, I'd like to say have a good night, game on, and don't buy Battlefront 2. Peace.
China number 1.
That fucking Snapchat you sent of the fortune cookie, fucking, I lost it. I couldn't even fucking reply. I was like, what do I even say to that? Like, how do I even express what I want to express to that Snapchat?
What did that even say?
It said China number 1.
Okay, I missed it because I was watching it. I was like, what's it gonna say? Like,
I had no clue how to fucking respond.
RJ had the greatest quote, and I couldn't quote it because the bot was down, but it said.
So the other day before I went to work, I was like, I have 15 minutes. I played 3 games of Splatoon, snapped my Switch back in, then left and went to work. Like, and it was just like the perfect amount of time for me, to scratch that itch. Rather than boot up Zelda and be like, oh man, like now I don't want to leave, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's very cool. The other